Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very good evening. I'd like to welcome all of you to the event. As you can see, it's a walk through the ages. Walk through the ages. So what do we mean by that? A lot of history, a lot of memory, a lot of nostalgia about our dear city from the time it was known as Calcutta, then to Calcutta, then to Kolkata. About how our dear Calcutta Club was formed. I will not talk much about this right now. You people have come for the event. Please enjoy the event. As per protocol of Calcutta Club, we always start at 7 o'clock, but due to the traffic, yes, I apologize on behalf of Calcutta Club. We are running 15 minutes late, and we are about to start the event shortly. An event is never possible without the support of our sponsors. Generally, the vote of thanks goes last, but I would like to thank our sponsors right in the beginning. As you can see, we got a lot of help from PC Chandra Jewelers, T2, 91.9 Trends FM, Mercedes-Benz, Excite Industries, Vidal, Shipping Corporation of India, Valentine's, Abster Tea, Sarasar, Kolkata on Wheels, and Calcutta Chronicles. This is just the beginning. As we said yesterday, it was just the beginning of the World Heritage Week. We don't, of course, Calcutta Club is family, so this has always been an extra dream of our Madam President. She always wanted to do the World Heritage Week in a big way, and this week, as you can see, we started over the event yesterday. Today we are doing this. Tomorrow is the Vintage Car Show with the Uttam Kumar even in the evening, and we've got a heritage dinner with Devoshi Raichuri speaking before that from the Shabana Raichuri family. So we really hope that we'll see all your faces in every day. Come and enjoy with Calcutta Club. Calcutta Club is after all celebration. Some more faces to thank. A big thank you to our concept and scriptwriter, Madam Subha Pal. I would be speaking 2 lines about her. So, of course, not about the event. That is for you to see. In the meantime, I'd like to thank the whole lot of cast members whom we'll be seeing on stage. They've given so much time from their busy schedule, worked here for nearly 3 to 4 weeks, and they're going to perform in front of you. Now, coming to the biggest thank, I'd like to thank our Madam Lady President. That's also history of Calcutta Club. I would request Madam to kindly come up, and my co-committee member colleagues to please come up once. Right? Thanking my subcommittee, my entire task force. I would like to thank our CEO, Mr. Indranil Banerjee, our GM, Joyanta Bose, Mr. Shumit Shah, who looks after the food, Mr. Shomindu Banerjee, our wine, Shantanu Shah, Shormishta, Minakshi, the entire reception and the communication team, and the security who keep looking after our cars for any event, be it the weather. I will not take much of time. Now I'm handing over to Madam President, that, as all of you know, has also been a historical event of Calcutta Club, the first Lady President. Over to Madam Kasurira.
Good evening. Thank you, Chairman Heritage, Mr. Debushi Shadun Bose. Today and yesterday onwards, we've started the Heritage Week, which I requested the Chairman Heritage to observe for the next 3 to 4 days. I think up to the 26th, as he just informed, we have a series of programs dealing with heritage. Heritage has always been very close to my heart. And when I was the chairman a couple of years back, the heritage chairman, we conceptualized a walk, but more of a fashion walk. And that was truly appreciated by all. And today, the program, A Walk Through the Ages, will be equally appealing to all of you. I am sure that you will all enjoy the Walk Through the Ages today. The Chairman Heritage has worked very hard, and he and his wife Shinjini both have worked very hard, along with all our members, and they have a devoted time, energy, and today we are going to see what they would like to present or what they will present, and I'm sure it will be very appealing to all of us. I would really thank the sponsors once again, without whom this sort of event will not be possible. On behalf of myself and the entire committee, I thank all of you for being here tonight, and please do join in all the heritage events in the next 2-3 days. up till the 26th of November. Thank you very much, and I will hand over the mic to the Chairman, Heritage. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you to all of you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, this program wouldn't have been possible without our dear scriptwriter, Subha Paranti. Let me say a few lines about her. Of course, I need not, because I'm sure most of you know her. And the events she's done, more than 100. Century is just a small number for her. Subha Paranti. So naturally, a club event, a formal introduction. As she, of course, is arts and culture entrepreneur. Need not say much on that. You all can see that. Media experience of her, the less said, the more. I can keep on saying much more about her. Former TV journalist as anchor and scriptwriter for Doordarshan and other TV channels. She's corporate experience, again, I can just keep on saying, Director Corporate Communications of Manor Hotel. Ideated and scripted almost, 120 productions in all the leading clubs and prestigious auditoriums in Calcutta. Not only Calcutta, it's all over India. With celebrity artists and productions earned rave reviews from print and social media. As I said, I can keep on talking about her, but it is her scripted event today. She has come to the club literally every day in the last 3 weeks, and this is what you're going to see. Ladies and gentlemen, a big, big round of applause for Madam Subha Pal.
Thank you so very much.
Right.
Really.
So let's not waste time. Let us rewind our clock and see what heritage we have to see today. Thank you so much.
The Calcutta Club, founded in 1907, holds an unique and iconic place in India's social and cultural map, earning the title of a heritage club. To explore the birth of the club, we have to look back a little over the past 3 centuries. We begin from the late 17th century, when Bengal was the richest province under the Mughal emperors.
Our story begins in 1690. Job Chanak, the East India Company's chief, arrived in Bengal with a license from Emperor Aurangzeb to set up a trading post in the villages of Sutanuti, Govindapur and Kolkata. But this was only permission to trade, not ownership. Chanak then sought approval from Ibrahim Khan, the Subedar of Bengal, who endorsed it as an informal understanding. The land, however, still legally belonged to the Shabana Roy Chaudhuri Zamindars. And so Calcutta's origins lay not in conquest, but in a fragile mix of imperial sanction and local land rights.
Meanwhile, Shabana Roy Chaudhuri's lineage from Lokhikanto has been passed on to Partho Pratap Chaudhuri in the year 1698 after Lokhikanto's death. Job Chanak also died before 1698, and his son-in-law Charles Iyer, he was given the portfolio by the East India Company to look after the affairs of the state, which were taken care of by Job Chanak while he was in administration. We are now going to begin with the scene 1. This scene begins with Charles Iyer and his assistant. They are entering the estate of Shabana Roy Chaudhuri's Borisha house. Why did they come? They came to meet Partho Pratap Chaudhuri on an urgent mission. The gatekeeper was obviously trying to stop them because they were the strangers, not known to him. Partho Pratap Chaudhuri and his brother, they were very much in their estate when these people, they came and they wanted to crash into the estate of Shabulo Roy Chaudhuri. Let's see what happens.
कौन है? Anybody home, please? Who is at the gate, please? I'm Charles Hire from the East India Company. I've come to meet Zamindar Babu.
Yes, I am the present inheritor of this estate. What can I do for you, sir?
Kindly have a look at this legal document, please.
এ আবার কি দলিল নিয়ে এলো রে? এই শালাদের বিশ্বাস নেই। No, no, this is not possible. I shall not sign it.
But sir,
This land of Sutanuti, Kolkata and Govindapur is leased to our family.
but sir, your lease is expired. Now you kindly do honors to Emperor's orders and sign this document.
No, no, I will not sign. This is not possible. I have not received any intimation from the Subedar of Bengal.
Well, either you sign or face consequences.
This is not right. This is not right.
From now, the East India Company becomes owners of 3 villages, Sutanati, Govindapur and Calcutta. And it's not yours, Mr. Rai Chaudhuri, any longer. Goodbye.
In 1757, at the majestic Sobabaja Rajbari, Raja Navakrishna Dev hosted a Durga Puja that would become a milestone in Bengal's colonial history. His decision to invite Robert Clive and Warren Hastings, key figures of the East India Company, carried enormous historical, political and cultural weight. This gathering marked the first public moment when British authority and the Bengali aristocracy appeared together after the Battle of Plassey, the very event that cemented British supremacy in Bengal. What began as a traditional family puja became a symbolic meeting ground between the two worlds, a sign of the changing political landscape and the evolving social order of the time.
Another change took place in the social segment at that point of time. Navakrishna Dev quietly established the fact that Bengali upper class now accepting the British authority by allowing them in social gatherings. Native zamindars also were showing loyalty to the British authority to get prominence in social hierarchy. With Robert Clive's presence, the Durga Puja, a quiet household religious puja, a family affair so to say, set the trend for community and royal style pujas in Calcutta. Now we are coming to watch how the puja is being performed in our next scene. The Pandit ji enters the courtyard and he quietly starts doing the arti, which is the ritual for a puja. He is paying his homage to Ma Durga. Right after this, we see the guests are slowly coming in. They are Maharaja Krishna Chandra Roy of Nadia, Maharaja Krishna Chandra De of Nadia, and Raja Nanda Dulal De of Shamapur. They enter the puja bari. Now, Navakrishna Dev and his grandson, Radhakanto Dev, they enter with the powerhouse, which is Robert Clive, Warren Hastings, and their bodyguard. Let's take a look.
আরে আপনি এসেছেন, বড় সৌভাগ্য আমার, বড় সৌভাগ্য, বড় ধন্য করলেন। আরে ওয়েলকাম ওয়েলকাম সাহেব, ওয়েলকাম। গরিবখানায় আপনাকে দেখে বড় ধন্য হলাম, ওয়েলকাম।
I am really overwhelmed by the splendor of your majestic building. What a building do you have, Babu Nabu Krishna?
সবই মায়ের ইচ্ছা, সবই কোম্পানির ইচ্ছা।
But where is the deity of Ma Durga? I must thank her for our victory at the Battle of Plassey.
মাগো কল্যাণ করো মা, কল্যাণ করো। মা, মাগো।
Yes. Do you have any function to offer?
আপনাদের জন্য আসুন আসুন আসুন, আপনারাও আসুন। আমাদের একটা ছোট্ট নাচের অনুষ্ঠান করেছি, পান্নাবাই এবং তার কন্যা রোশনি। আরম্ভ হোক।
Very good. Let's watch the dance.
Well, it is our traditional dance, সাহেব, আমাদের পারম্পরিক নৃত্য।
Oh, thank you, thank you.
বাহ 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 বাহ।
Okay. Thank you, Babu Nabu Krishna, for the wonderful evening, which I will ever remember. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your hospitality.
আপনাদের পায়ের ধুলো পড়লো, আমি ধন্য।
Thank you. Should we say good night? Thank you very much.
আসেন সাহেব, আসেন।
Robert Clive and Warren Hastings, they leave, but not before having a hearty meal, which was catered by the Wilson Hotel. Both of them were very excited The excitement was due to the fact that this is the first time they had been experiencing the social acceptability in a Bengali home. We come to the next period, which is from 1757, which is the Durga Puja of Raja Navakrishna Dev till 1828.
The period 1757 to 1828, Bengal, once the most prosperous province under the Mughal Empire, experienced a marked decline. The policies of the East India Company disrupted and decentralized traditional local industries, weakening the economic structure that had sustained the region for centuries. It was during this period of uncertainty that a significant intellectual revival began to take shape. In 1784, Sir William Jones founded the Asiatic Society in Calcutta, an institution that would later play a pivotal role in the Bengal Renaissance by encouraging scholarly inquiry and renewing interest in India's rich cultural and historical heritage. Soon after, thinkers, reformers and visionaries such as Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and many others emerged. Their efforts, combined with rising political agitation, began to challenge colonial authority and helped steer Bengal from a phase of decline towards a new era of liberal and social awakening.
In our endeavor to walk through the ages, we have now reached the year 1828. And what do we see in the year 1828? We see the emergence of Renaissance and of course Raja Ram Mohan Roy. The venue being Town Hall, year being 1828, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, one of the founders of Brahmo Sabha, precursor to the Brahmo Samaj, along with his reformers, writers and thinkers. He was invited to give a lecture in Town Hall in 1828. By the way, I'm sure you all know that Brahmo Samaj has already been formed in the same year.
Ram Mohan Roy, often hailed as the father of Indian Renaissance, stood at the center with his associates gathered around him. The town hall was packed, filled with eager citizens, all drawn by immense curiosity and deep admiration, waiting to hear the great scholar speak.
And the galaxy of luminaries, you'll be surprised when I just talk about them who all attended this 1828 speech by Raja Ram Mohan. Of course, his friend and close associate, Prince Dwarkanath Tagore. Kumar Tagore. Ramchandra Vidyabagish. Then we have Radhakanto Dev, Roy. He walks in to the town hall auditorium. Taroknath Roy. Raja Kali Shankar Dev. And of course, there were others who showed equal enthusiasm to come. Henry Louis Vivian de Rosio. Reverend William Adam. He was slowly coming in to the town hall. William Carey, he also came over. Center of attraction, ladies and gentlemen, was Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Ram Mohan Roy gave a brilliant speech. Let's get tuned to the speech.
Friends, I am truly honored, indeed humbled, by your presence and your support here today. Let us stand against the horror of sati. Let us raise the veil and make sure that widows have the right to marry again. Let us address the plight of our sisters in society and make sure that they have the right to education, to property, to inheritance. We need to chart the course of reform that our society needs. But we must make it clear, we have no quarrel with our ancient culture. We have no quarrel with any religion. Our struggle is against the darkness of ignorance that blots out true dharma. Let us free our motherland from the shackles of stale custom and let us create a free and fair society.
Raja Ram Mohan Roy's speech definitely had moved everyone. And this was such a positive speech that it definitely showed all the positivity for taking the country forward.
Year 1840. Venue, the magnificent Belgachia Villa of Prince Dwarkanath Tagore. The Tagores of the Jorashako Rajbari were among the most illustrious families of Kolkata, a family that played a defining role in guiding Bengal from age-old traditions to a new era of modernity. At the center of this transformation stood Prince Dwarkanath Tagore, a Western-educated Bengali zamindar who balanced progressive ideas with strong Indian values. An entrepreneur, a civic leader and a champion of social reform, he helped shape a bold new socio-cultural identity of Bengal. The immense wealth he built through his business ventures opened doors to the highest circles of influence, allowing him to connect Bengal's emerging modern society with the corridors of British power. And tonight, in this grand villa, he welcomes his distinguished guests.
Having built the majestic Jorashako Thakurbari, Dwarkanath didn't stop there. He built this opulent villa on the outskirts of Calcutta in Belgachia, which was just mentioned. Our tonight's focus, ladies and gentlemen, is the villa where Dwarkanath Tagore, he arranged a lavish dinner party. In this dinner party, of course, there were important people who came over to be with him as his dinner guests. They were Lalu Babu and Ram Narayan Babu of Singha family of Kandy. Chandra Sinha. Of course, Radha Kanto Dev. was wonderful. They're all wearing the traditional attires. And then comes the most promised guests after Radhakanto takes his position. Radhakanto Dev. Having taken his position came the important guests of the evening. Dwaraknath had invited with special love and affection. They were Lord Auckland, the then Governor General, and his sister Emily Eden. Now, one word on Emily Eden. Emily Eden was an author. She was a travel writer. She was visiting India with her brother, especially in Calcutta, and she was very keen to see this house of Dwaraknath. And Dwaraknath Tagore, the host of the evening, was extremely gracious. He entertained his guests, he welcomed his guests.
Hello, Mr. Tagore. Thank you so much for having Lord Auckland and me here. We are simply delighted.
Thank you.
Your house is magnificent, if I may say so.
Delighted with your presence.
I hope later maybe you can show me around, because I find everything most interesting.
Absolutely. Let us all raise our spirits with the spirits from your highland, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Tagore. Thank you for inviting us for this lovely evening.
But this evening, we must discuss the current business strategies of the Imperial High Command, Your Lordship. We must remember that we must change the business module with the changing times.
I do agree with you, Mr. Tagore, but yes, we do need to change our business strategies with a changing time. I'll think over it in due course of time. Is that all right with you?
How remarkably he put it. And the clever businessman that Dwaraknath was, he tried to flinch a deal, but that did not happen that evening. But of course, a gala dinner was served in true Tagorean style. A big round of applause for the artists who performed in this scene, please. Walk Through Ages brings you a fascinating fashion walk by the Tagorean women, which spanned through 3 centuries. The trendsetter and the epitome
Just sit here, I'll just take 2 minutes.
of fashion in Jorashako Thakurbari was a very attractive, wonderful, talented woman who became very famous by offering her expertise and knowledge in fashion to the then not only the Tagorean household but to others. Ganoda Nandini Devi. Ganoda Nandini Devi was the wife of Satyendranath Tagore, first Indian ICS officer. Her influence went far beyond her household. She redefined how educated Indian women should dress, move, and participate in public life. Living in Bombay among the British and the Parsi women, she noticed how elegantly and confidently these women they carried themselves in public. She is the one who invented Brahmika saris and Parsi Gada saris. You have noticed how she wore her sari, which was pinned with a brooch, allowing her free movement of her hands. Here, I like to mention the Tagorean women, they were trendsetters in the sense they made a style statement of high-collared blouses, gowns, jackets, handbags, brooches, tiaras, which were not done before. Bengali women of Calcutta began to follow them to showcase the style as a mark of progress and social identity. So the fashion trend which Ganoda Nandini set was followed by the other women. Next in line was Kadambari Devi. Kadambari Devi, she was the wife of Jyotirindranath Tagore. She had a fine taste in poetry and reading. She preferred cottons, jamdanis with lace blouses for social gatherings. Next, Mrinalini. Mrinalini, she had simple and elegant tastes. She liked pale color Dhakai saris with lace in her blouses, with very simple jewelry, maybe a pearl string occasionally here and there, depending upon the urgency of the situation. Then we come to Swarno Kumari. Swarno Kumari was very talented. She arranged the cut pieces of silk from English tailoring shops along with the bits of nets and lace to stitch blouses for the Thakurbari women. She was always inventing something. Her designs were loved by all. Now we come to Pragya Sundari Devi. Pragya Sundari Devi, she preferred wearing embroidered saris or jamdani saris with a low bun and gold or pearl jewelry. An important thing about her is she was also very talented. She wrote a cookbook. Her cookbook became very famous and very helpful indeed, a guidebook for cooking for Tagorean women. Sukumari, next lady, Sukumari followed Ganoda Nandini's choice of fabrics. Sukumari always loved Dhakai sari or the cotton saris. She loved the gold jewelry and she always tied her hair in a simple bun. Now we come to Swarno Kumari's sister, Borno Kumari. Borno Kumari, she preferred the Brahmika style of fashion wear with blouses designed by who else but her sister, Swarno Kumari. And she looked beautiful in those lace blouses. Now we come to Tripura Sundari. Tripura Sundari, she relished wearing a brocade or Banarasi silks with sleeves laid with lace and kept her hair in a neat bun, accented by stone and the gold jewelry. She looked stunning in her outfit, always, wherever she went. Profullomoyi. Profullomoyi was a graceful lady who carried her traditional clothes with dignity and lot of sophistication. Profullomoyi, she avoided wearing heavy jewelry, preferred a pearl choker, which of course was very much in vogue in Tagore households, a pearl choker. Then we come to Jogomaya, who had an unique and distinguished style. She carried her Parsi Gara saris extremely elegantly with brocade blouses or sometimes with satin blouses. And she wore her hair with accessories which became quite a trendsetter of those days. Lot of women, they started following this style. Then we come to Shoudami. She preferred her silks were gorgeous with heavy borders. Her silks were really gorgeous. They had heavy borders and pearl or traditional jewelry. She was always going round the circle of get-togethers, so she needed to dress up well, which she did. The present century women, Indira Devi, she made her own style statement. She was all extremely graceful and fashionable lady and known as the high priestess of fashion. She went to different functions. She went on lecture tours. She went and spoke in children's schools for their well-being, for their health and education, and she always carried herself well. Next we come to another very feisty lady, Sharula Devi. Sharula Devi, she wore her saris with pleats, with a brooch, and carried her batua with zari work as a style statement of the 20th century Jorashako women. Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the 20th century, and these batuas have become very famous, which was quickly picked up by the women of that century, and which is still the tradition continues. Now we come to Pratima Devi, daughter-in-law of Rabindranath Tagore. She carried herself with grace in her simple attire. She wore her hair in an elegant style and a gold or diamond string as an adornment, and of course she accentuated with the hair accessories. Now we come to Sushama Devi. She always stood for her exquisite poise. She was always admired for her exclusive taste and style. She always would think differently, act differently, and dress beautifully. That's to sum up Sushama Devi. And finally we come to Tagore's favorite daughter, Meera Devi. Meera Devi was immaculately dressed, and she was always a picture of elegance. She was a voracious reader because remember the time was changing. Women were now going to the colleges, they were getting educated, and they were coming up more often than before. So that showed in her lifestyle and in her dressing up.
A round of applause for our gorgeous ladies, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, point to note here is you can see the clear departure from the Babu culture that one has walked through, and the decadent Bengal, which also one has walked through, and the faces of those women, the suppressed women, so to say, and now you see the radiant women, the beautiful women, and this brought them a new dawn of hope and aspiration.
A huge round of applause once again, ladies.
as we walk through the ages, we come through various stages as well. We have been going through a phase of fashion in the Tagorean era. From there, we come to a Mehfil. And the Mehfil was none other than by Nawab Wazid Ali Shah. And the year 1860. We are now going to showcase a Mehfil by exiled last Nawab of Oudh at his estate in Metia Burj in Calcutta.
Tonight, he hosts a mehfil, an evening of music and poetry that reflects the splendor of Awadhi culture he carried with him into exile. Guests begin to arrive slowly, one by one. But before they take their places, let us first take in the atmosphere of this enchanting venue. The air is fragrant with attar of roses and sandalwood, drifting gently through the courtyard. Hundreds of glass lanterns and oil lamps cast a warm, shimmering glow, turning the space into a world of soft light, nostalgia, and royal melancholy. Into this luminous setting, the Nawab's Mehfil begins.
Look at the setting of the grand estate of the Nawab. Just take a look. And the man, a patron of art, culture, literature, Nawab Wazid Ali Shah. But before that, we have to take a close look at who were the guests at the Mehfil. Hakim Aga Mirza. Kale Khan is coming up slowly to take his position at the Mehfil. Now, Gauhar Jan. You all know who Gauhar Jan was, how important she was in that period of history. She's still talked about, read about. Most popular singer of the decade, Gauhar Jan. Binadin Maharaj. We have Raja Ishwar Chaudhuri of Paikpara. Raja Ishwar Chaudhuri of Paikpara. And then a ravishingly beautiful woman, Begum, Iswar Hazrat Mahal. They are all seated, they are all waiting. They are waiting for the great man, the Nawab Wazid Ali Shah.
ख़वातीन और हज़रात, मैं तहे दिल से आप सबका शुक्रगुजार हूँ कि आज आप यहाँ पधारे हैं और इस शाम की महफिल का रौनक अफजाई। अवध से बंगाल तक का मेरा ये जो सफ़र है, उसी सिलसिले में मैंने कुछ पंक्तियाँ लिखा था जो आज शाम को यादगार बनाने के लिए एक गीत के रूप में आपके सामने हाजिर हूं। हमें उम्मीद है कि जिंदगी का सफर का ये लम्हा गीत आपको जरूर पसंद है। दोरा भाई हाजिर फरमाएं और मेरा दिल का ये तराना पेश करें।
बाबुल मोरा नैहर छूटो ही जाए, बाबुल मोरा नैहर चार कहार वेला मोर दुनिया सजावे,
क्या बात,
मोर दुनिया सजावे, चार कहार वेला मोरे सजा नैहर छूटो ही जाए।
बहुत खूब, बहुत खूब।
बाबुल मोरा नैहर छूटो ही जाए।
वाह वाह।
This song was composed in a poetry format by Nawab Wazid Ali Shah. This was indeed a very powerful song on separation. The song mirrors Nawab's expulsion and exit from his land of love, which is Oudh. Finally, the wait is over. We walked through ages, couple of centuries, if I may call it, and finally, where we arrive is the foundation of the Calcutta Club, the year 1907, right in front of you, ladies and gentlemen. Calcutta Club, one of the earliest and finest social clubs of Calcutta, withstood the test of time and witnessed the transformation of Bengal from colonial rule to the British India and thereafter the independent India. Uniquely still stands tall with its full glory and honor, and it retains its heritage status even today, even in this 21st century.
Calcutta Club was born out of a quiet but firm Indian assertion of dignity. At that time, British-only clubs, most notably the Bengal Club, refused to admit Indians. Even a towering figure like Sir Rajendranath Mukherjee was denied entry, despite being personally invited to social gatherings by Lord Minto, the Viceroy of India. But what followed is one of history's delightful ironies. It was, in fact, two British gentlemen, Justice Homewood and Darcy Lindsay, who first proposed the idea of creating a new club that would not discriminate by race. Inspired by this suggestion, the leading Indian elite of Calcutta, Sir Rajendranath Mukherjee, Sir Nripendranath Sarkar, Bhupendranath Bose, and others came together to establish the Calcutta Club in 1907.
Now, we will just take a look what happened on the big day, the day the club was founded. We are not having an enactment, but we have the visuals right in front of you. Visuals one could get hold of indicate the members present at the inaugural event of the grand opening of the Calcutta Club. The members present were the first president of the club, Maharaja Dhiraj Nripendra Narayan of Cooch Behar, Sir Arun Mukherjee, P.L. Roy, Noel Petor, Lord Minto, Sir Daniel Hamilton, Maharaja Monindra Chandra Nandi of Kasim Bazar, Sir Bhupendranath Bose, and others. The members, they exchanged the pleasantries that evening, and the president, Maharaja Dhiraj, he declared the club open.
Between 1907 and 1921, the Calcutta Club evolved against the backdrop of a turbulent political climate. This period was marked by uncertainty and transformation as Bengal emerged as the nerve center of Indian nationalism. The Swadeshi movement surged through the province, igniting widespread calls for self-reliance and resistance to colonial rule. Radical and revolutionary ideas took firm root, reshaping public consciousness. Amidst this charged atmosphere, the club continued to grow in stature and influence, culminating in one of the most significant moments of its early history, the visit of His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, to India and subsequently to Calcutta in 1921. His presence symbolized the intersection of imperial authority and a rapidly awakening Indian identity, making this era one of the most defining chapters in the club's journey.
I just like to add on to this that as we were walking through the ages to finally come to the stage of the opening of the Calcutta Club, after a lot of battles, fights, and problems, teething problems, the main purpose in this period, remember the period, 1907 to 1921, when, as my co-narrator mentioned, the visit by the Prince of Wales. What did happen? Though Calcutta Club cannot deny the fact that members' tacit support was there for the nationalist cause and their involvement of prominent members like Bhupendranath Bose as President of Indian National Congress, the club itself, I repeat, the club itself did not orchestrate any revolutionary idea and just went about carrying on merely as a social club just around the time of the visit by the Prince of Wales to the club in 1921.
The Calcutta Club, since its very inception, has welcomed some of the world's most distinguished leaders and global dignitaries. But among all these historic visits, the arrival of His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, in 1921 remains one of its proudest moments. The grand ballroom of the Calcutta Club was prepared with remarkable splendor, ready to host a special luncheon in honor of His Royal Highness. Present that afternoon were Maharaja Dhiraj of Kuch Bihar and Justice Smita, Lord Ronald Shea and Sir Henry Wheeler. Sir Rajendranath Mukherjee and Prafulla Chandra Roy. And now enters His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales. The Prince offered a brief address, a reflection of goodwill and a gesture meant to strengthen the bond between India and Britain.
It gives me sincere pleasure to find myself today within the walls of this distinguished institution, the Calcutta Club, a house which has come to stand as a symbol of cordial understanding between the people of India and of Great Britain. I ask you, therefore, to join me in drinking to the enduring friendship between the people of India and of Britain, to the prosperity of this great city, and to the continued success of Calcutta Club. Yes.
A round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Walking through the ages, we find today what is happening in Calcutta Club and how it is positioned in Calcutta's landmark. Calcutta Club is highly rated for maintaining its history and heritage and stands as an iconic landmark in Kolkata and represents the elite Bengali with rich history of culture, couture and cuisine. It maintains the old world charm while continuing to connect the modern India with its illustrious past. Thank you very much. With this, we come to the end of the program.
A big round of applause for all the participants and also the task force members for the support behind the scene. May we request the participants to please come up on stage and take a bow. Let us all clap for the participants. They've given hours for putting up this show. It's been organized in just a short span of 12 days. Let's keep cheering for them. May I now request the task force members to please join us on stage. The Thakur Bari ladies, a big round of applause for them. Now we have our task force members, Mr. Shudhata Metro and Ms. Aparajita Sharma, Shaturupa Aditya, Koel, Devarupa, Nishtha, Shraddhara, Shangomitradi and Robin Malik. A big round of applause for them. They've put in all the hard work. May I now request the committee members of Calcutta Club to kindly join us on stage. May I request our committee members to please join us on stage. This is a historical year as we have the First Lady President, Madam Kasturi Raha. May I request Chairman Heritage Wine and Cigar, Mr. Deboshi Shadun Bilibos, to kindly accompany Madam President onto the stage. Our committee members, Mr. Shubhata Chandra, Mr. Orgo Mitro, Mr. Shudip Datto, Madam President, Ms. Kasturi Raha, and Mr. Deboshi Shadun Bilibos. A big round of applause for our committee members and our President, Madam Kasturi Raha. We have with us a Chairman, Wine, Cigar and Heritage, Mr. Deboshi Shadun Bilibos.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, so how was a walk through the ages? I hope all of you have enjoyed. We tried our best from Calcutta Club. The team in front of you, they gave it their all. And above all, Shubhapal Aunty, Devda, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the help. I think there's a demand from everybody out here.
We want Shinjini up on the stage.
So we have with us Mrs. Shinjini Bose, our Chief Coordinator for today's A Walk Through the Ages. Your vision and meticulous guidance made this unforgettable journey possible. A big round of applause for Mrs. Shinjini Bose.
That has to be my better half, but today I will say she's my better half. Now over to Madam Respected President to say the last few words before we end the evening.
Thank you, Chairman Heritage. As I said before, this program is certainly appealing to me and I'm sure to all of you. I would thank Deboshi once again with his wife Shinjini and all the cast members here today, the task force members, the sponsors, our club staff for helping us at all times, and the CU and our officials. They're always there to help us. And thank you all, the audience, the most important people who give us the enthusiasm to work for you. In the next few days, we'll put up great shows. So please do come again. And a special thank you to my friend Shubhapal. She is really extraordinary. She put up this enactment in a couple of weeks' time, or less than that perhaps. Shubha, could you please come up and join me?
Yeah, this event would not have been possible without one person, and she is none other than Mrs. Shubhapal. Thank you, madam, for the wonderful display of your creativity. This nostalgic presentation was a true testament to your extraordinary contribution to the world of arts and culture. We are truly grateful for the vibrancy and the artistic richness you have portrayed through our members. May I now request our member and co-anchor, Mr. Dev Sengupta, to also come up on stage. He has been co-anchoring this event with Ms. Paul.
I would like Shubha to say a few words. Shubha, please.
thank you very much. It was a wonderful experience to have the president of Calcutta Club, to have her faith in me, to do this show. And of course to Billy, I call him Billy. He has a good name, I know. And for him trusting me with the script and concept, and I could see the lines of worry in their face, that what is going to happen? What am I going to write? And him and his wife, they were said, Auntie, are you really thinking of writing something? I said, yes, I am. You give me 1 week. And that's how it happened. It's a complete teamwork. Every member worked tirelessly. Apart from the chief coordinator and Billy, he's got a good name. Yes, I'm sure. Everyone worked very hard. And of course, Moitri Ray, she was a big support. She said, no, you take 7 days, it should be all fine. And now things have somewhat fallen into place. And of course, my co-narrator, I just came to know him through this program. You always come to know lovely people through lovely circumstances, and this was one of them.
Thank you, Shiva. Mrs. Moitri Ray, I know it's a little difficult to climb the steps, but could you kindly come in front of the stage?
Thank you, ma'am, for your sincere support and constant help in organizing today's production. We truly could not have done it without you. A big round of applause for Miss Moitri Ray. Thank you to our valued sponsors for your generous support and partnership. Your contribution has been instrumental in bringing today's event to life. Sponsors play a crucial role in the success of any event, providing not only the financial foundation, but also the credibility, visibility, and resources that help transform an idea into a memorable experience. We are truly grateful for your trust and commitment. Thank you, PC Chandra Jewelers, T2, VDOL, Excite, Mercedes, 91.9 Friends FM, Valentine's, Appster Impex Private Limited, Shipping Corporation of India, Salasar, Kolkata on Wheels, and Calcutta Chronicle.
Do we have any of our sponsors at the event today? Well, I had invited all of them, but maybe they're busy. Now, over to Madam, respected Madam President once again. Actually, we have no words to thank Suapal Auntie out here, but still, from Calcutta Club, the small memento that small gift from Madam, the bakery hamper from our very own bakery. That's for you. That's very nice. There's another small gift for our co-speaker, Devta, on his feet. Can we also have a choreographer on stage, please?
Yes, I'll be announcing the names.
Yes, our choreographer on stage is Diptangshu Pal. Where are you? Diptangshu da? Okay, there's another small gift for you also. The small pen stand.
Okay. We extend our sincere gratitude to Dr. Ramaditya Ray, Chairman Social and Culture and Communications, for providing exceptional technical support that greatly enriched today's Heritage Walk. Your involvement added immense value and guidance. Thanks to Mr. Diptangshu Pal and his team for the choreography, Shupriyo and Shagnika, Mr. Ochinta Chakraborty for costumes, Mr. Sanjay Roy and Mr. Devjit Pal for makeup, Vidyut Ghaur, Shumon and team for light and sound, East Bengal decorators, Mr. Shapon and Mr. Gautam for music, Mr. Ashok Bonik for photography and videography. Special thanks to all our staff members of Calcutta Club, especially our CEO, Mr. Indrail Banerjee, our GM, Mr. Jayant Bose, Mr. Shumit Shah, Meenakshi, Shormishra, Shantanu, Shakho, the security, reception and communication team.
I would request all our committee members to kindly hand over a small memento to all the cast members and all the task force members, please. Shormishta and everybody, if you could kindly bring it. Yeah. Just hand it over to the committee members, they'll give it to everybody. Requesting all the cast members and all the task force members to kindly step forward. And Madam Vice President, if you could kindly be with them to hand over the small gift. No, be with us.
So for one last time, let us thank all the participants who participate today in a walk through the ages. Let us all clap for the participants whose passion and talent turned vision into reality. A heartfelt thanks to all of you. Your enthusiasm, dedication and talent brought this production to life and made today's event truly successful.
I would now request all the participants to kindly introduce themselves, though they need no introduction out here in our Calcutta Club. Introduction. To me, introduction.
Abhijit Basu, I had to enact a role which I don't know whether I was fit for it or not. Raja Ishwar Chandra Chaudhary of Paikpa. I hope you all enjoyed it. Shubhadeep Chaudhary.
Hello everybody, this was Madhumita Guho, popularly known as Tara Guho. Thank you for coming.
Neena Basu, I hope you enjoyed the show.
Shumana Sen.
Vinayak Sinha.
Sragdhara Ghosh.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sharmishta Ghosh Sarkar. I hope you had a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sharmishta Ghosh Sarkar, and I hope you had a marvelous evening.
I'm Shanghamitra Roy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dipanita Banerjee. Hope you enjoyed the evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the presence. This is Nishtama.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all had a lovely time. We definitely did. Thank you. My name is Aditya Gangopadhyay.
Hello, I'm Shormila Bosch. I was Jogomaya.
Hello everyone, I am Shutirna Datta. Today is Roshni Bai for you.
নমস্কার, আমি করবী ঘোষ, স্বর্ণময়ী।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Devaruti Sinha Chando as Mrinalini Devi.
Shatarupa Mukherjee as Tripura Sundari.
Hello, I am Ranjani Sarkar. I was Shukumari. Thank you.
Devupriya Banerjee as Borno Kumari, and it was lovely being a part of this as task force also.
I'm Devashish Bharat. I play the roles of Ramchandra Vidyabagish and P.C. Roy. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Siddhartha S. Bose, playing the role of the Maharaja of Kuch Bihar. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Srimati Bose, though I think Romit called me as Kohel Bose. I played the role of Shodamini in the Tagorean Ladies' Walk. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Nilanjan Basu as the Prince of Wales.
Good evening. I'm not the Purohit, usual Purohit, okay? Shoibal Sher.
Do your own setup. Shudipta, Shubhenduda, naturally you have to take the second step, second line. Ramita, please come up on stage. It's a request. Please come up. Ramita, please come up. Ramita, please come up on stage.